The one you want to get is the 1 in 25 Noto variant.
New books for June 7th? Let's go.
The first book we have here is Star Wars 35, which is the first appearance of Dr. Kawada. I think that's how you say it. Comment in below if we're hacking the name up, but it's the first appearance, full appearance of Dr. Kawada. Make note here, the previous book that came out, Star Wars 34, is his cameo appearance of Dr. Kawada. But today we're talking about Star Wars 35, the first full appearance of Dr. Kawada. The synopsis reads as follows. Luke Skywalker, in the clutches of Dr. Kawada, the would-be Jedi's lightsaber is all but destroyed. Enter Kyber crystal expert Dr. Kawada. Only he can repair it, but at what price? Luke's life will hang in the balance, and only another Jedi can save him. Sounds interesting.
So Star Wars 35, the first Dr. Kawada. I do like the regular cover. I believe that's Luke Skywalker, isn't it?
Yeah, he looks like that on the cover of 34 too. He's got like longer hair like that, so I think that's this artist's version of Luke.
We have a few variants here, and I think this Noto variant...
Yeah, to me, I would agree with Matt. The one you want to get is the 1 in 25 Noto variant. That looks to be Dr. Kawada on the cover. He's holding a lightsaber, handing it to Luke. I'm assuming that's Dr. Kawada.
Let us know in the comments if you think that's the character. It certainly appears to be, because it looks like he's doing a favor for Luke, as in repairing his lightsaber.
Right, and I don't know, I have a feeling he's a villain. Just from what I've read on the book and kind of skimmed through the previous book, Star Wars 34, which I'm going to read, I believe Kawada is not like on the Jedi's side. Interesting storyline. You know, we like Star Wars. We always push the Star Wars first appearances. I think they're good books. They're usually not overprinted. If you're not a Star Wars fan, skip it. But if you love Star Wars like we do, first full appearance, Dr. Kawada, get the Noto variant. He's on the cover, we believe.
Yeah, the Noto variant's that's the pick for this book. And if you're a believer in this character, that's definitely the one you need to look into. If you like these videos, make sure you like and subscribe, and check out our other Speculation Sunday videos where we go over the hottest books coming out for the following Wednesday, New Comic Book Day, the best day of the week. And the second release for June 7th is Groot #2. Now, this is the first appearance of Ags, I believe that's how you pronounce it, a monster that destroyed Groot's homeworld. Now, if you remember from our previous videos, we talked about Groot Fall. I think this character might be the cause of, Groot basically going bad.
Cool looking cover too. I don't know if that's like supposed to be a female version of Yondu. Let us know in the comments what you think about that.
The synopsis reads, Groot's home planet is no more, but who or what were the mysterious invaders that decimated it? And what life is still lurking in the once lush forest? Groot and Marvel will need to stay on their toes as they're being stalked by Yondar, the hunter.
Okay, well there we go. That's Yondar the Hunter. So it looks like kind of like a Yondu, but a female version. I wonder if that's her first appearance too.
Don't know too much about this new Yondar character. Let us know in the comments what you know about this one. Couple variants for this book, nothing that great though. There's a baby Groot on one, there's a Spider-Man. I really do think the regular cover is the pick for this book, Groot #2.
Yeah, I agree. It's a cool looking cover. The artwork's like kind of pops out at you with Yondar on the cover and little baby Groot running.
Once again, the first appearance of Ags, Groot #2. We think the regular cover is the pick for this book.
The next book for June 7th, we are going to look at Static Team Up Anansi #1. But this is the first appearance of Anansi in comic books. Previously was introduced in Static, the animated show, the animated series. And what's cool about this book, he is front and center on the cover. So you see Anansi right behind Static. He's a Zorro-like appearance. Anansi has the ability to create illusions and to walk on walls. Sounds cool.
So I think this is a great book, #1. We've mentioned Static before. He's got a following, really cool character, and a first appearance. I mean, how can you go wrong with this book?
Yeah, I like this one.
And I'm on League of Comic Geeks. I really don't see too many variants. I just see this Gelman stock variant. And he is on the cover at Nancy. He's even bigger on this one. But I think I prefer the regular cover. I think that's the superior artwork.
Yeah, I agree. It's hard to say, though, like down the line, if this becomes a big money book. You know, if because this was a 1 in 25, will this one be worth more because it was more rare? Use your judgment. Pick which one you like better. They both look cool. I like the first cover, the original cover. It just looks more like a comic book. The other one looks very, need we say, kind of kiddish to me.
Once again, Static Team Up Anansi #1, first appearance of Anansi. And the last release for June 7th is Deadpool Batter Blood #1. Now, this is the first appearance of Shatterstorm. Deadpool, Wolverine, Cable, it doesn't get badder than this. Wade Wilson is back and he's brought some frenemies. As the villainous Thumper returns to take out the man who created him, Wolverine and Cable step in for a daring rescue mission, including the first appearance of Shatterstorm.
Shatterstorm sounds interesting. The name sounds cool.
Not to be confused with Shatterstar. Now, is that him on the regular cover there? There's a character I'm not too familiar with.
It could be. I mean, he's kind of up in the air, like creating a storm, it looks like. So I would assume that's him on the side of the cover. So let us know in the comments if you know if that is Shatterstorm or some other character.
So once again, let's go to League of Comic Geeks. There's 4 variants coming out for this book. Different versions of Deadpool. You know, you got your Scotty Young, where he does the baby versions of them. Another one with Wolverine. I like these, but I think the regular cover is probably a safe pick for this book.
I think Shatterstorm is on the first cover. I don't see anything on the variants that looks to be a new character. So I think that's probably the one to get, like Matt said, the original cover.
So for June 7th, 4 books. I'm taking a look at the new releases coming out. I think my pick of the week is going to be the Star Wars 35. I just think Star Wars is just such a big property and a first appearance. I really like that book.
I like that book too, but if I'm gonna pick one, I like the Deadpool Blood #1. He's got a movie coming out soon. Deadpool's always hot, and this character sounds pretty cool, the Shatterstorm. I'm gonna get both. I'm definitely getting Star Wars 35. I'm gonna get the Deadpool book, Static, and Groot. I like all these books this week, but yeah, favorite books, Star Wars, definitely, and the Deadpool.
Let us know in the comments which book you're going to pick up for the week of June 7th. Now let's go into our long box edition, back issues. Jason, what are we talking about for this part of the video?
Sticking with Star Wars right now, we have talked about this in the past in our speculation videos, actually when this book came out. But this again, I want to bring this up. This is the Star Wars Bounty Hunters #32, the variant edition, and specifically the Inferno Squad edition. I mean, this is awesome. This is the first full appearance of Iden Versio. We picked up a couple copies of this book. They're dirt cheap. Awesome cover. I was a big Battlefront 2 player back in the day when that was out. Awesome game with the Inferno Squad. What happens if you haven't played the game is the Emperor, in case there is an event where the Emperor dies, he has like a plan that he sends out to all of his leaders around the universe to carry out more deadly plans and to destroy planets. What happens is Iden Versio and her Inferno Squad compadres decide, this isn't cool. We don't like what we're doing anymore. And they turn actually on her father and turn on the Empire and join the rebellion. They have novels out about Battlefront 2 and Inferno Squad. Great story. If you haven't played the game, you won't be disappointed.
Now, for you who aren't versed as well in Iden Versio and the Inferno Squad, there were 3 cameo appearances prior to this in Star Wars Hidden Empire 1, Star Wars Revelations 1, and Star Wars Bounty Hunters #31 respectively. So make sure you check those out as well.
To me, the book to get is this one. The problem is there's a lot of confusion because there's 3 cameos, none of which they're on the cover. And then the regular Star Wars Bounty Hunters 32 doesn't have them on the cover. So this, if you're into Inferno Squad, into Star Wars, this is a really cool book. You can pick these up for like 10 bucks. The 9/8s, I've seen them on eBay for like $60. I mean, that doesn't even really cover the cost. So if you're into it, I'd recommend, going on eBay and snagging a 9/8 for 60 bucks.
So if you're an Inferno Squad Versio fan, this is what we call the money book. This is the one to get. You could probably skip the cameos because this is the first full and cover.
Yep.
This is definitely the one book to get.
Yeah, and it says Inferno Squad right on top of the comic book. Awesome, awesome book for a Star Wars fan.
And just to recap, the hot books we're recommending for June 7th are Star Wars #35, Groot #2, Static Team Up Anansi #1, and Deadpool Batter Blood #1. And our long box book we're recommending you look for is Star Wars Bounty Hunters #32. If you like these videos, please like and subscribe, and check out our other Speculation Sunday videos where we talk about the hottest upcoming books for New Comic Book Day. And make sure you stay tuned at the end where we go over our long box edition, back issues, books that we think you should still look into that have great potential value.
MJZ out.